scam.
Plans for a new student housing complex in the Vista area was approved, which will be located right behind the Carolina Coliseum. Michelle Burrows has the details on how this is going to affect the Vista, which most people describe as an upscale area.
You think the Vista is busy now? Imagine when an 878-bed complex is built right down the street.
Just natural business. The more people, the more money, so that's a great thing.
Sarah Lewis with the Vista Guild says restaurants and retail stores like the new Urban Outfitters are popping up in the area.
A national retailer that many downtown areas would die to have. Don't have them. Located here, USC population, main factor.
But since the Vista is centered around art and culture, Lewis says the challenge will be keeping a balance with its artistic roots.
You want to paint, you want to sculpt, you want to look at visual art and theater. You want to enjoy that kind of stuff too.
Columbia Development Corporation agrees that the arts will only improve.
I personally think that the young people are going to add a lot of creativity and a lot of energy, and I think that's going to be a good thing for all of us.
I'm standing right outside of the Carolina Coliseum in this packed parking lot, and this is where they plan on building that USC housing complex, and many have the question of where is there left to park.
You would be able to take shuttles or ride a bicycle or literally walk a couple of blocks to the university.
Delk says the housing plan will include 2 parking garages that will aid in the parking problem. And even though the new housing plan still has to be approved at the state level, people feel confident that it will still happen.
I do believe that they're serious about that occurring.
And it looks like it's going to happen very, very quickly, maybe with occupancy in 2 years.
Lewis even thinks the new housing will make students rethink their postgraduate plans and call Columbia home.
And so the hope is when they do graduate, they think, I don't want to leave Columbia. I want to stay. I really like this place.
Michelle Burrows, Carolina News.
The $94 million complex will help meet the demands of USC's growing population. The complex is also a public-private plan, which means the money will not come out of USC's budget.
The remodeled Wendy's on Assembly is open and ready for business after 4 months of construction, but for some reason, cars and students have been passing by without giving a second look. Annie Conduras takes us inside the restaurant and tells us what we can expect from the new and improved Wendy's.
They're open. They have been for a couple of weeks, but nobody has seemed to notice. The whole restaurant has been gutted and redone, from the hardwood floors with chicken footprints to the flat screen menu boards. Wendy's is redoing their stores, trying to change the chain's image. This one is the first one in the state to be renovated. Wendy's president of operations says he is excited about the opening and speaks about Wendy's new image and how he thinks it will improve business.
We're very proud of what we worked with the City of Columbia on to create here, and it's very unique throughout the entire country.
Everything looks absolutely delicious. While the menu may still be the same, the food looks just as good and the establishment even better.
General Manager Perry Tesh has hired an entirely new staff and thinks that his team will make the Wendy's on Assembly Columbia's new favorite fast food restaurant.
They're awesome employees, and we are in the process of still looking and going through the interview process. Definitely.
Plans for a Wendy's remodel have been in the works since last February, when the store closed after a fire. Lines are forming, and one USC student says he is so excited to be back in his favorite American fast food eatery.
I'm from Brazil, and when I arrived here, it's my first meal in US.
Customers are filing in, food is being made, and this Wendy's staff says they are happy to finally start putting orders in. Annie Conduras, Carolina News.